Well, good morning one and all, and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal by the sea here in Ireland over in Europe, and you're more than welcome. Now, in this series of videos we're going back over the archives of the Telegraph newspaper in the UK, looking at their Diabolical Sudokus, and this is number 5452 from the 2nd of April 2021. Now, part 1 of the video, when there's a link down below to it, we used basic solving techniques to get as far as we could, and this is where we ended up. Now, I'm using here the Sudoku software, which you can download. It is free. I'm fairly certain it was free. Now, I have tried to solve this. I used the Medusa coloring method, and originally I just targeted this 7 here. I think it was this 7 here, and I came up with an impossibility fairly quickly. And what you can do then is just look at all your binaries, swap over one of the values, and you'll get your solution. But that is pure luck. There's no logic at all involved in that one, so I don't think we can include that one. Now, I also then started looking at chains, which is my favorite, and I had to come up with 3 separate complicated chains before I could come up with a solution which was the equivalent to the one that Ramakrishnagm came up with. And he did it so simply, it was embarrassing. That's the only way to describe it. And that is why this solution was based on Ramakrishnagm's method. I'll just use the colouring method down here. That's what I like about Sudoku. You can start colouring either cells or you can start colouring candidates. So I'm going to go into colouring candidates, and orange is going to mean that that is the value that's true. So if that is a 4 and purple will mean it's not true, that means this one here is not a 4. Very straightforward. Now let's go the other way around on this cell. Well, that was if it's a 4. Let's go the other way and let's say it is a 6. Well, now if that's a 6, then this is not a 6, it must be a 5. If that's a 5, this is not a 5, it must be a 4. And if that's a 4, this cannot be a 4, it must be a 2. And if that's a 2, this cannot be a 2, it must be a 7. Now let me colour in a few other things here of what is not a value. So we know if that's a 7, then this is not a 7. If that's a 2, this is not a 2, and this is not a 2, which means we must have a 6 here. All right, so that's 6 being there. Oops, sorry, wrong one. So that's a 6. Let's go back to colouring what is not there now. If that's a 6, this is not a 6. If that's a 4, this is not a 4. So it must be a 5 for that cell, because that's the only one left. And if that's a 5, then this is not a 5, it's a 4. And if that's a 4, this is not a 4. So whether this is a 4 or a 6, this cannot be a 4, it has to be a 1. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? So neat and simple. That is, oh, that's pure genius. It's the only way I can describe it, as pure genius. And I'm glad now that Ramakrishnagm, you took the time to go and show us all how to do it. Absolutely first class. So what did we say? We said that's not a 4, it must be a 1. Well then, let's do it. So this has to be a 1. Now that being a 1 means this is a 2. And see the way it just gets rid of everything. We have a 5 over there, which gives a 2 up here. And 4. Oh, a 6 over here. And that gives us the 4. We have a 1 here. We have a 6. A 1 down here. 7 in there. 2, 8, 5, 8, 7, 7, 6 down there. It's just falling apart. Dominoes. 2, 4, 2, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6, 4. You know, this is probably the shortest video I've ever done for a solution. And it is thanks, Ramakrishnagm. Go on, take a bow. You're brilliant. All right. Okay, that's it. And I'm glad to give a shout out there to Ramakrishnagm. He really is a great subscriber, as are the others as well. I hope you enjoy these, and have a look at part 1 there, and you'll see that there's other solutions put in there. Ramakrishnagm put in a second solution, and there's also Ross put in one, and Len put in one, and they're all good. There's no two ways about it. They're all good, much better than my very complicated triple singles chain. Well, it wasn't, it was triples alternating inference chains that I put in. I found this one hard, no two ways about it. Definitely found it hard, but enjoyable, and I really loved your solutions. So thanks for watching, thanks for giving your comments, and hope to see you in a couple of days. And if you're interested, be sure and subscribe and click that bell so you'll find out automatically when the next one comes out. Till then, slán tamhail.